Okay, here's another question we've got. Video's becoming really big, obviously, with YouTube, TikTok, but I'm camera shy, so what can I do? Right, so a couple of things. So you can do a lot of videos without you on him. You can do, like, if you've got a before and after type service that you can show, then great. You can still do lots of video without it. But I'm going to say something that sounds strange, but we found it's true that these days, that if you're camera shy, it's costing you sales. It's actually costing you money to be camera shy. I'll explain why. Because, as you said yourself, videos become so important in marketing. There might be a possibility of why I'm doing this video. Do you think I like doing this? No, it's all about is trust, and trying to get you to trust me, that you'd think would hopefully trust my team, who are all better at me at what we do. So the only way I can do that is by hopefully giving away some helpful information. So if they actually picked up the phone and I talked to them, they're like, oh, I know that guy from the thing, and he half knew what he was talking about. There's like a relationship that's been built in a strange way before. I've been into like sales pitches before where I've seen our competitor in the waiting room. No, actually, as I'm in the waiting room, a competitor's coming out have they clearly done a pitch or something? And then they turn to me and they go, oh, I recognise you from didn't you do that video with it? Yeah, that's me. And then I go into the room and there's a couple of other guys talking about, oh yeah, we watched that video. I have a weird advantage against that competitor now, because they feel like they have kind of a relationship with me already. So if they've watched a video of mine and maybe got some advice from, maybe used that advice, and maybe it worked, the other guy hasn't got a chance. I just need to not be a rip-off merchant with prices. Literally, if these guys could afford me, and maybe obviously we talk about a brief and how we can meet it, but I'm not saying it like guarantees that I get it. I'm just saying I start the relationship with an advantage over the other guy, because they kind of feel they know me a little bit. And sounds funny, but they might think that, oh, we're not just getting a minion. We might actually work with him, that we've actually, oh, brilliant. Which is sometimes a big, when you see gurus on we're a working marketing agency, you work with all of us. But so when you actually get to talk to people on the phone, there's a huge just confidence builder. Okay, so we're getting somebody already that I've actually heard and hopefully knows what he talks about a little bit. But what I mean, so it's hugely important we're building trust. But what I mean about how being camera shy can actually cost you sales now is because if your competitor is not camera shy, you've got a problem. So if they're popping up on people's social media all the time, giving advice, seeming like a friendly person, just somebody nice to work with, because you might be going, but I'm a friendly person, that people nice. Yeah, but nobody knows that. Even when they pick up the phone and talk to you, they're a bit guarded because they've got that sales, like they know that you're pitching to them in a way, even if you're giving them advice, they're like, yeah, but you're up to something. You know what I mean? If you're a salesperson, even if that's not really the case, you're trying to help them. But you know what I mean? You phone somebody, you're guarded a little bit to protect yourself from being ripped off, basically. And that's the way the world is now. So the point of not just video, but social media, it's not about getting, do this and I get sales. It's about the rule of sevens that we talked about before, where nobody really does anything until they've kind of heard from you 7 times. They've got to learn about your business a little bit and they trust you. So if your competitor is out there just doing lots of video all the time, and you see him on YouTube, they see him on TikTok, they see him on social media, they see him on LinkedIn, they go on their website and there's videos of you and the team, of them and the team, sorry. And they go on your website and it's all stock photography. It's all... the design's not that you're not talking about anything new. You might have a blog page, which is helpful, but nobody really checks it out and stays there for ages. People might watch a 10-minute video if you're giving them helpful advice. So it sounds flippant when I'm saying being camera shy can cost you sales, But if your competitor is out there on video all the time, just on their phone, they're just trying it, and sometimes you'll notice that you'll see competitors or businesses, their videos start off really terrible, and they're just like, you can hear the guy holding the camera breathing as the person in front is going, "Hello, I'm such and such," but they're giving it a go. They probably hated doing it in the first place, but they stuck with it. Then you might notice they maybe spend a bit more money. They've got a microphone finally, and they're also starting to get some lighting and very fancy because it's working for them. And those first couple of videos they did probably didn't do much for them. And we see that a lot where somebody tries a little bit of video. Well, I did video. It was horrible to film. And then we put it on the website and I didn't get much from it. It's like, that's not the point. It's a long-term, consistent way of building trust. So when people do talk to you, it's more about just they understand you can do the job. They don't have to worry about that. They just need to know the prices or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've had clients that, if you're talking about a long game, we got a client get in touch once and they were just like, "Hi, just checking your prices for the marketing program." And then we started going, "Okay, so what the marketing program is, you get a full marketing department." And he's like, "Yeah, I know all that. How much is it?" And we told them, and it's like, "Okay, great. Send me a contract and let's get going." And we were very skeptical of this because you kind of like, in our type of business, well, you go and meet a marketing agent. Nobody trusts marketers, so we've constantly like, no, we are actually decent human beings because they've always been ripped off by some marketing idiot. So he got in touch and was just like, "Yeah, let's do this." So we were like, "What is it?" So when we realized them all, because we thought it was some weird scam, but when it kind of got to it, it was, he basically said, "No, I've been watching you guys on your social media for a couple of years now. It just never really pulled the trigger, never really had the budget, and never really, but now I've come to the point where, and it's just, all I was doing was, it was always going to be you guys because I trusted you. I kind of felt like I knew you guys, Oh, that's Sean, that's Jenny, I've seen them in the videos. I've seen all of your team, blah, blah, blah." So there was a trust there. Do you see what I mean? So it made the sales process shrink. So just give it a go. I know it's not great. Give it a go and you'll find the benefits of it.